Greetings, Luna, the voice of reason here. I am coming to you today with a video called Dear Mr. President. So, how do I get started? A lot has occurred, and I want to say that I am actually very concerned when it comes to the way that our country is being ran right now. As a single mother and someone who actually has been on assistance for quite some time now, it actually does bother me a lot when it comes to a lot of the things that are taking place right now. I want to say that I am grateful that I have had assistance. I'm not even going to lie to you. I am grateful that I've had that opportunity and that help that, for me and my daughter. Very much grateful for that. Now, getting into what's going on right now, I'm not really understanding why we're like squandering, and I'm not even gonna say we're, I'm gonna say you're president. Mr. President, I'm not really sure, Mr. President, I'm not really sure why you're squandering our money. I'm not really sure why you're just throwing it away. Like, you're spending it on crack pipes. They're $30 million. This is a problem. Like, literally, I can give you a whole list. Like, I'm literally in the middle of a book, writing a book on this. A whole list of things that we can spend our money on that would actually benefit our communities. Now, I don't really get why we would go for the amount of time that we went finally being independent and being dependent on our own resources for so long, and then we would just backpedal. Listen, for every candidate that gets in office, every person that wins the office or whatnot, or wins the election, it should not be your job to tear down what the previous president did. Because as you can see, this happens every time. It's like a never-ending cycle where whoever is in office, the next person that gets in office, they want to tear down everything that they built. Everything. And it's just like, how are we supposed to ever progress in a positive manner? How are we ever supposed to move forward if we constantly have to deal with regression and rebuilding every single time we get a new president? I'm really not understanding that. I don't feel like the president should be able to do that. I don't feel like the president should be able to tear down the previous president's whatever. If it was not detrimental, it should not be torn down. Because if it was benefiting the system, for humanity, if it was benefiting for, I won't even say humanity, that's going a little bit further out, let's come back in, for Americans, if it's for the benefit of Americans, why are we tearing it down? I don't understand it. It's giving ego. That's all it's giving. It's giving ego. It's giving non-growth. It's giving lack of comprehension. It's giving lack of guidance. It's giving public enemy is what it's giving. So I'm trying to figure out why is our own president sabotaging his people and there's no impeachment being discussed? I want to know. I want to know, why are you in everybody else's business but your own? Why are you trying to be inside of a war right now? I don't get it. Like, we are not that broke. Like, we are not that broke here. We're not that broke. So Is that the only thing that you know? Is being destructive and causing destruction and being inside of a war? Is that the only thing that you know? You don't know anything about progression? You don't know anything about healing? If you haven't, like, you surveillance Americans so much that you should know about healing by now. There's plenty of TikTok videos, plenty of YouTube videos. You watch us like hawks, okay? You watch us like vultures, okay? So you know more than enough about healing and about being better and progressing in a positive manner for you to get on your shit and get your shit together, President Biden. Like, seriously, you know more than enough. You know more than enough. If you haven't learned anything from the community that you quote unquote love so much, don't even let me get into that. Okay. If you learn anything about us in the spiritual community, you know that we're healing and we're going to continue to heal regardless of what happens. So maybe America, maybe the ones that are running America, maybe y'all need to get some healing and y'all need to get some therapy too. Because clearly you running the country into the ground and all you can do is beg for people who don't even, why are you begging them when we have our own resources? Why? Why are you over there asking for their resources when you have your own? Use your shit. It's like you want people to suffer, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be doing what you are doing right now. And I honestly, if you look at it in a spiritual sense, it sounds like all you want to do is drain the people of their energy and suck the life out of them and reap havoc and feed off of that energy is what it seems like you're doing. Because you have all of the resources to be able to fix this. What happened to the Green Deal? What happened? Why are we begging Saudi for their resources when we have our own resources? Why are you not creating bills to help people to step away from fossil fuels and focus on the electric? I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. I don't understand. It makes no sense. If you're gonna run the country, you're not allowed to run it into the ground. You're not allowed to run it into the ground. The people here, we work so hard. We do so much. And you're not taking into consideration as all of these working people, they're running your economy. They're making your world go round. So the more you try to enslave them, the more it's gonna backfire on your system. So either you want to salvage some shit and be an innovator and actually change something for the betterment of the future generations to come in America, or you're a part of helping America crumble. And that is treason. So it's as simple as creating an innovative system within the system that you already have that works better for the country and for the people of this country, because we work too hard to keep playing your games. We work too hard to keep dealing with your bullshit. So therefore, all you have to do is create a way for people to gain access to electric cars a little bit easier. That's all you have to do. All you have to do is put on your innovative thinking cap, figure out those solutions, and stop trying to create more problems. That's all you have to do. Because if you don't, you're going to have a war on your hands, but it's going to be on your soil. It's not going to be where you're trying to be at right now. You're going to have some problems and it's going to be at your front door. So you might want to get your shit together. Because if you don't, what you've been trying to work so hard towards is what all of the evidence is pointing to, having the system crumble and having the nation be destroyed, if you're working towards that, you're doing a hell of a good job, and you're going to get exactly what you're asking for. So you might want to get your shit together. That's all I'm saying. Solutions are there. Resources are there. It's a simple fix. Stop playing fucking games or get the fuck out of office. Period.